You know why you're not smiling? Because you know you're not telling the truth.
Boy, President Trump really lashes out when women reporters ask him about the Epstein files. The latest example being our own Caitlin Collins in the Oval Office, asking him about that, and the president, well, take a look.
What would you say to people
Like
who feel like they haven't gotten
healthcare
justice, Mr. President?
Something that people care about. Yeah, what did you say? Go ahead, CNN.
What would you say to the survivors who feel like they haven't gotten
You are the
justice?
worst reporter. No wonder CNN has no ratings because of people like you. You know, she's a young woman. I don't think I've ever seen you smile. I've known you for 10 years. I don't think I've ever seen a smile in your
I'm asking you
face.
about survivors
You know
of
why?
Jeffery
You
Epstein.
know why you're not smiling? Because you know you're not telling the truth. And you're a very dishonest organization, and they should be ashamed of you. Okay, go ahead.
Survivors of a sexual abuser.
Now, obviously, Caitlin is a fantastic reporter and a great person, and we've all seen her smile a million times. But at that moment, she was asking about a very serious topic. She was giving voice to criticisms of survivors of a horrific child sex trafficking ring. And I get it. Donald Trump used to be friends with Jeffrey Epstein, and he doesn't like the topic. But this is a pattern. You might remember last November when he insulted that Bloomberg News reporter, Catherine Lucy, who had asked him about the Epstein files and why Jeffrey Epstein said in an email that Donald Trump knew all about the girls. And he said that infamous phrase, quiet piggy. Take a look.
If there's nothing incriminating in the files,
Quiet.
As with Caitlin's question, Catherine had asked a perfectly legitimate question about perhaps the most notorious child sex trafficker in American history. And it wasn't just Catherine and Caitlin. That same month, last November, ABC News' Mary Bruce, another great reporter, asked President Trump why he was waiting for Congress to pass a law ordering him to release the Epstein files instead of just doing it on his own. Another perfectly reasonable question about an incredibly important issue. And here was the president's response.
Mr. President, why wait for Congress to release the Epstein files? Why not just do it now?
You know, it's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. I think you are a terrible reporter. It's the way you ask these questions. You start off with a man who's highly respected, asking him a horrible, insubordinate, and just a terrible question. And you could even ask that same exact question nicely. You're all psyched up. Somebody psychs you over at ABC. You're going to psych it. You're a terrible person and a terrible reporter.
The White House has said that the president doesn't discriminate against women reporters. He's just candid and shoots from the hip. They also call the Epstein files questions a Democratic hoax, which it's not. And look, I get no president likes challenging questions. Perhaps this president more than any other president I've seen in recent history. And he really does seem to have an issue with women reporters. And he really doesn't like the topic of the Epstein files. But you put that all together, challenging questions, women reporters, Epstein files, and you get some really ugly responses. But also you're left to wonder, what is it about this topic that he hates so much?